Earlier this week, we shared a strongly worded letter that 4 prominent Oregon Democrats sent to federal officials. It demands answers to several pointed questions about the ICE facility in South Portland. All expressed strong criticism of the Trump administration and the potential deployment of the National Guard to Portland. We spoke to Oregon's lone Republican congressman for the other side of the story. Fox 12's Pete Ferryman has that.
Condor, Jesus.
At the ICE facility in southeast Portland, there's no shortage of heated rhetoric, often from both sides. But among Oregon's elected leaders, it's harder to find dissenting voices. Oregon's lone Republican congressional representative Cliff Bentz knows that all too well. And he says he can see why most Portlanders would not want the National Guard in the city.
I can understand that. Who would want troops in their city? But if the local law enforcement is not doing its job, then the law gives the president the right, in fact, I think the responsibility to step up and make sure that the federal folks are protected and that federal property is protected.
Bentz says federal employees are being obstructed from the job they're required to do under the law, with access to the facility often blocked, and lays the blame squarely on City Hall.
Politics in Portland are such that Portland can't, the mayor and the chief of police can't do their job. And I point right at the city council of Portland.
What's your reaction to President Trump's description of Portland as a hellscape or war zone? Is that responsible rhetoric? Is he exaggerating?
The president has a technique of communication that almost many times involves exaggeration. I know because I've listened to him for a long time.
And while Bentz says he wishes the president would be more, quote, factually driven in those moments, he says the president is correct in pointing out serious problems in Portland. He says a broken criminal justice system and tax structure are crippling the city, and rejects the argument that Portland's problems are reduced to one city block. He also rejects the calls to restrict the federal agents' ability to defend themselves and the facility.
Portland has less than one half of the number of police needed for a city of its size. One half, less than it. So, my goodness, to complain about the use of tear gas when the police in Portland aren't capable of doing their job, either because of staffing or funding or politics.
Is there another option when it comes to removing large groups of people other than tear gas?
Yeah, prevent them from being there to begin with, barriers like he put up when the secretary was here, and then he promptly took down. If you don't want people in a place, put up a barrier to keep them from going there.
And Bentz believes Portland Police Chief Bob Day would do just that if he wasn't being pressured by the powers that be. Pete Ferryman, Fox 12 Oregon.